And we have returned. Checking 1, 2, 3. We in? We in? We in? Checking, check 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me? Am I being heard? Am I being broadcasted to the masses? Am I being heard? Oh, I think I am. I think I am. Good morning, everybody. My name is Fray. I'm your Mahou Sensei. And we are back. We are back with some more streams. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the last stream. It was a bit different to my normal streams. Definitely was not a gaming stream. But I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. Hopefully you guys were there and you guys vibed with it. Now, it is time for us to jump back into the world of our TTRPG, where we're going to be helping Kawa to make her character. She's going to be joining us as a member of Onyx Hydra. Where's me? Where's the me? Where's the... I'm going to jump back here, I guess. Wait, no. Actually, I was right the first time. Hey, Mingxia. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Oh, the Harry Potter fund need not be here no more. I know what my next donut goal should be. Probably graphics card, right? Oh yeah, by the way, I might be hiring an editor soon. So for cool little streams, I always enjoy streams. Aw, thanks, Matt. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. No. Let's see. Let's call Kawaka, shall we? Where's she? Kawaka, samninamnina tang babenya. It's time for Kawaka. Samninamnina, Kawaka, Hey, Kawa.
Hello.
Oh my gosh,
Hello.
You're actually loud for once. That's amazing. I actually have to put your volume down. Can you
Wow, that's the first.
That's never happened before.
Never ever.
Never ever. Wait, what was that song? That was a K-pop song, wasn't it?
No, that's Taylor Swift.
No, wrong one. No.
Oh.
K-pop. Wow.
Oh, I don't know.
Fake fan.
I'm sorry. Hi, everyone. I'm alive.
Hi, Live. How are you though? You seem like I'm worried that you're gonna be super tired. We'll go through this as fast as we can, okay?
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm okay. I'm like, I'm not too tired. I have
Oh wait, are you at your PC or on your phone?
on my phone.
Oh, you might need your PC for this.
Oh, I don't know if I can get on my PC right
No,
now.
it's fine.
What do I need it for?
You're filling out a PDF.
Can I not do that on my phone?
You can try. Open this and see if you can fill it out and see if you can save it.
Blah, 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 blah,
blah.
Let's have a go. Let's have a try.
Yeah. But chat, for anyone who doesn't know, we're going to be making Kawa's character right now. It is the Kawa, indeed. How you doing, Kay?
It is me, the real bean.
Time for stream. Indeed it is. I also sent you the document for the Shadow of the Demon Lord stuffs. Let me very quickly make a window capture. If I can find it. Okay. Window capture. I'm actually, are you guys proud of me? I've actually started naming my stuff. They're not just called window capture 1 through 6 anymore.
Wow, that's such a really, I'm very proud of you.
Yeah. As you should be.
Oh.
Now, here is the rule book. The rule bucha. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that good boy. Look at that handsome looking boy right there.
Handsome boy. I don't see handsome boy.
Does Kawa have a tablet she can use? Oh, that's a good question. Do you have a tablet you can use?
No, but I have my phone.
Is it letting you fill in stuff into the PDF when you open it?
I'm opening it. I'm opening it in Canva,
Huh?
so I can now.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's smart. Smart.
I'm
Big
so
brain.
smart. I'm so smart.
Big brain.
Brain.
All right. Picture average Welshman, Lamau. Okay.
I'm your average Welshman? What?
No, the guy on the screen here. Like, I'll share my screen, so you can
Oh,
see.
no.
So you don't have to open the. So you don't have to open the PDF, the book one.
Oh, I was expecting to see a hot guy.
What do you mean? This is a hot guy. Are you saying this isn't hot? That's discrimination.
No. I mean, in my opinion, it's not my type.
Kawa body shaming in 2023, SMH.
No, I'm not body shaming. It's just too tall for me.
Just messing with you. All right, Kawa. You ready? You ready to make your character? You ready to be part of the anime world and probably die?
I am part of anime world.
Another anime world? Are you ready to be isekai?
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Speaking of isekai, have you guys... is anybody here watching Isekai does Unekai's... Or Inukai... Yeah, Isekai does Inukai's dog. 10 out of 10 cultured anime. This guy is resurrected. He's isekai as... He's reborn as his school crush's dog. She gets to meet influenza, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I know you're watching it. I know you, bro. Okay. So, Kawa, first things first, we get to decide. As you know, the world is made up of many different races and cool things. And you have the ability to be anything you want. Well, any of the following 6 that I'm about to read.
That's not anything I want, then. This is a scam.
It's close enough. It's anything you want within the limitations. So firstly, you can be a human. Humans are legitimately, they're jack of all trades, master of none. They can excel in any path they choose, but they're not really inclined in anything. Changelings are basically when the fairy come to our world and they want to steal people, just as you do. They replace that person with a changeling, which is basically a being made of magic that they've just that's there as a substitute. And those changelings, a lot of them grow up never knowing that they were a changeling. Some of them find out the hard way that they are. And they're very frail, but they are more magic because they're made of magic.
Okay.
You've got the cockworks. And they're the made of gears and stuff, and basically the easiest way to describe them is they're robots that are possessed by a spirit. So people create these robots, and in order to give them life and a brain, they bind someone's soul to the cockwork.
Okay.
Then there's dwarves, which they were basically an ancient race that was cursed by the gods, and now they have to forever dig into the earth, and they're incredibly they're also born with intense hatred as a result.
So they're grumpy.
They're short, grumpy ones, yeah.
Oh.
And then as well as that, you've got the Gnoblins. The Gnoblins they used to be fairies, they used to be elves, they used to be beautiful, but they were banished and forced to live amongst humans, and because of that, they devolved.
So you said they used to be beautiful and not anymore?
Here's what they look like.
Do you have pictures of all of them? Is that in the booklet?
Yeah.
Oh.
So here's the Gnoblin. Very beautiful.
Okay.
Here's the changeling. Changelings are... That's what they look like normally. They basically look like scarecrows, but they can shapeshift. And this is a human. That's what humans look like.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. I go to class with some goblins. Oof.
Ooh.
Then you've got orcs. Orcs were made with dark magic to be super soldiers. They're basically genetically engineered super soldiers. Look here.
Wow.
Here's these two are cockworks. These two are dwarves.
You mean clockwork?
That's what I said.
Okay.
Dwarves, goblins, and then orcs. Cuties, absolute cuties, all of them.
Okay.
But you don't actually have to look like all of them. It's more just what your descendants were, or not your descendants, your ancestors.
I think maybe I should be a dwarf.
Let's go, because she's grumpy, because she's small and grumpy,
No,
chat. She's a dwarf because she's small and grumpy. Let's
grumpy.
go.
I'm not grumpy. I'm not grumpy.
That's what a grumpy person would say. Look at you now. You're being grumpy right now.
Go
Dwarves.
away. You smell.
Okay, here's the description for dwarves. Dwarves live under the mountains, so in elaborate subterranean cities. For them, they launch expeditions deep into the earth to pry gold and silver from the underlying rock. They hoard their treasures in great vaults and eye other peoples with distrust, suspecting them all for coveting their wealth. The dwarves have few friends and gain little aid when the forces of darkness overrun their strongholds and lay claim to their vaults. Thus many dwarves wander into the lands homeless, friendless, searching for a new place to call their own. Isn't that nice?
Okay, that's good.
Beard's the thing. Dwarves have thick, stout bodies. Dwarves have thick, stout bodies, limbs corded with muscles, and bellies hanging from their fondness of alcohol and food. All dwarves, male and female, wear elaborate. So basically, you don't have to do this, but traditional dwarves, olive beards.
What? I don't have a beard.
Yeah, but you can shave. You can choose to shave. That's just dwarf tradition. Short but dense. That's Kawa in a nutshell. Dwarves stand up between 3 and 4 feet tall, and they can weigh up to 250 pounds. They have a human range of coloration, though they tend to be grimy and wrinkly from all the works in the mine, so they're stressed. So they're all stressed and short.
Oh my god.
Darren's
I'm gonna be the most beautiful dwarf, though.
I believe in you.
Thanks.
Gruff and critical and suspicious. Dwarves make few friends outside their own kind. They covet treasure, but temper with their greed with the certainty of their ancestors are always watching. Thus, dwarves conduct themselves with honor and avoid bringing shame to their clans. Oh, that's cool. So they kind of believe that their ancestors are always watching them. So, okay, here we go. Your first stat. You ready to make your dwarf?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Hey, yo, Outsider made a Yogscast joke. That's awesome. All right. So, you've got 10 strength. So you want to put that in this box.
In the strength box?
Yeah, the bigger one. You've got 9 agility.
10 strength, 9 agility.
10 intellect.
Okay.
You've got 10 will.
So the only one that's 10, 9 is agility.
Yes. Now, your perception is equal to your intellect score plus 1. So your perception under intellect should be 11.
Perception under intellect.
It's a little thing. It's a little tiny one. See, under intellect it says.
Oh yeah, I see it.
And your defense is equal to your agility, so 9.
So defense and perception are both 9?
Nope, the perception's 11.
Oh, perception. Okay.
Health is equal to your strength score plus 4, so 14. You got 14 health.
14 health.
Your healing rate is a quarter of your health rounded down, so 3 is healing rate next to health.
Healing rate 3.
And now somewhere, probably in the second page, there's an other notes section. You can put down in there the fact that you can see, you have good, you can see well in the dark. You can't see in the dark, but you can, so basically the way it is, you see shadows as fully lit areas, and you see anything in darkness as if it were lit by shadow.
So...
You basically got semi-dark vision, so say that however you want.
Semi-dark.
Yeah. Hated creature. Choose a creature from the hated table. If you're hated, then grant 1 boon. Also, you get a bonus against... You get a bonus attack against any creature that you hate in the roll table. You also have robust constitution. You take half damage from... So, okay, so write this down somewhere. You take half damage from poison.
Half damage poison.
And if you want to avoid or remove the poison, you get 1 boon to it. So you get a bonus. So you get 1 boon to...
If I want to remove the poison.
Yes.
Unpoison.
Good.
Because 1 boon.
Boon boon. Bun boon.
Boon.
Okay, dwarf's age. Okay, we're gonna roll for you. I'm gonna roll on here because you can't roll on your phone.
Roll for me. Roll for me.
So
you better roll good.
What do you mean roll? I don't have a choice.
Yes, you do.
3d6. The first one is 15, and the second one is 9. Let's see what those equal. 15. You are middle-aged. You're a middle-aged dwarven adult between 51 to 100 years old. Or 9 is you are a young adult between 31 and 50. Dwarves live for longer. Dwarves live for a little bit longer than humans. Like a child is 20. Is younger than 20.
So I'm a middle-aged one?
Whichever one you want. You can choose to either be middle-aged or young adult.
I'm a young adult.
Okay, so put somewhere that you're between 31 to 50. You can choose any age between there, to be honest.
Okay.
Okay, now for the dwarven build. Are you ready? Are you ready for your build?
My build? So, okay, I'm ready.
Between 11 and 6. 6. You are short and fat. Oh. Or you can be... What's the other one? What's the other one? 11, right? You are average in height and build. Do you want to be short and fat or average?
Well, I want to be average because for a dwarf, that's still really small.
That is very small. A good thing you didn't get 13, which is you have a magnificent belly. But yes, so you're average height and build. Are you ready for dwarf appearance?
Okay.
Higher the better here, Kawa. Higher the better.
Oh.
That's the same category. Same category. Same category. 14. Okay. So, 8 is, you look typical for a dwarf, being hairy, porty, and grubby. Or 14, you take pride in your appearance. You stay clean, oil your facial hair if you have them, perhaps braided, or tied with metal rings. Oh, you
I'll read that one.
Okay, so you take pride in your appearance. You stay clean, oil your hair, and braid it and tie it with metal rings.
Okay.
Are you ready to choose your hatred?
Yeah.
Let's see what Kawa hates, chat. 14 and 18. 14 is you hate trolls, and 18 is you hate dragons. These nuts.
I wanna hate trolls.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So Kawa, write somewhere down that you hate trolls, and you get a bonus. You get a bonus when you attack them.
Okay. I get a bonus. I'm gonna. Yeah, it's like trolls and dwarves are kind of similar. So
they both live in caves as well.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm grumpy about them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Now, dwarf background. Let's see. Let's see which backgrounds you get.
What dwarf background?
17 and 20. 17. You performed a great deed and you are a hero to your clan. Or 20 is you came unto a bit of money when you started. You start with a bit of money.
I performed a great deed.
Okay.
I'm a hero. I don't really know on the bit there. I guess the
2d6 copper isn't much.
Yeah, I guess the great deed one would be more exciting as well.
I'll re-roll the one for that because that was actually really bad. You got the great deed or 7. You were taken prisoner by the creature by the trolls and you were their slave for years. For 2d6 years.
I mean that makes sense why I'd hate them.
I mean this one's easy too because you could have just the trolls could have attacked your clan.
Okay, I'll do the great deed one.
Okay, so write that down somewhere. Now, your personality trait. Are you ready to choose one of these two?
Okay.
And our weapons. Wait, I should never eat salt and vinegar chips again. Wait, what happens? Use the banhammer? Lamau. Wait, what do you... What the heck? And our weapons are looks when mobs bong peeps. It's always hammer. Yeah, Kawa could actually use a giant hammer. She is a dwarf. They do use hammers.
What is giant hammer?
Use a war hammer.
Bonk.
15 are 14. That's the same category. 15 are 8.
8.
15. 8 is you believe that people are jealous of your wealth. It's your duty to protect what's yours at all costs. 15. You believe your people must rise above their greed and suspicion. In these dark times, you must band together and overcome the doom that awaits you all.
Aww. I don't know really. I think maybe the second one, but I don't really know how I would make it work.
Well, it just means that you believe that your people shouldn't be all greedy. That's all.
Shouldn't be all greedy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that one.
You believe your people must rise above their greed.
Believe my right.
Now let's choose your class. Would you like to be a magician, a priest, a rogue, or a warrior?
What?
Now I will say this is the fairy tale campaign, so you would need to have some form of magic.
What ones are the magic ones? The first two.
The first, I think with rogue you can eventually learn magic. Trickery, nope. Basically the first two. Or you could, in the third one is really funny because it's a magic campaign. You could be like a warrior who's always wanted to learn magic. But like you could technically be anything.
Can I be like a magician and like have a really tiny hammer, but it's like a magic wand?
Yes. Yes, you can.
So it's like you expect the dwarves to have big hammers and I just have a little one.
Yes, yes. That's perfect.
Okay, I'll be a magician.
So write down that you're a magician. Yay, Sasa's here. What's up, Sasa?
Hi, Sasa. Oh my gosh.
But the
It's so good to see you. Thanks for popping by.
Pooping by.
Oh yeah, I didn't say pooping. So I'm a magician.
You're a magician.
Yeah.
In high intellect or will to excel as a magician. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, I'm sure.
What? Wait, what did you say? I don't have any intellect?
Don't worry about it. But anyway, so you as a magician, first increase your health by 2, so that brings it up to 16.
Oh.
Which means divided by 4 is 4. So you can change your healing rate to 4. Health 20.
Healing rate.
Health 16 and healing rate is 4.
Health 16. And healing rate 4.
Yes. Now your power is level 1. So your I don't know if there's a power.
I didn't think I had.
Oh, it is. It's above damage.
Oh.
So it's 1.
Power plus 1. That doesn't seem like much.
Well, yeah, but you're level 1, so it makes sense. Magic can't. Okay, that's all magic stuff. You can also sense magic. It's one of your spells, but you can just do that whenever. It's like, do I think there's magic here? You can cast sense magic. So write down in your novice. Do you see where it says novice? Scroll down.
Novice.
Yeah. So novice path is magician, and in path notes, you say you have sense magic.
Sense magic. Okay.
It's like a wand and a form of self-defense, Lamau. Trudeau. Okay. Okay. So it's now time for us to pick what type of magic you use. So you have a choice here. Now, there is two types of magic, mainly. Intellect magic, so magic based on your, like, smarts, which are things like arcana, battle, divination. Then there's a magic that is powered by your will, like, and those would be more elemental, like song magic, primal magic, nature magic, animal magic kind of thing. Nature magic. So what is like more? So do you see the link here? Here, look. I'll actually just tell you. So these are the intellect types of magic. You ready?
Yeah.
Arcana, battle, conjuration, curse, divination, enchantment, forbidden, delusion, necromancy, protection, rune, shadow, technomancy, teleportation, and time. And then here are the will ones. Air, alliteration, celestial, chaos, destruction, earth, fire, life, nature, primal, song, storm, theurgy, transformation, and water.
Okay.
Which one do you seem to prefer?
I'm just looking at them. Well, I think that the intellect ones, I don't really understand all of them as much.
Well, you only need to pick a couple, anyway.
Do you think that there's one category would be better for me, or?
Nah, they're both good. Yeah, you can definitely, you understand will more, because there's easier to understand. But also, if you understand a few in intellect that you really like, you can choose those.
I think I'll pick will.
Okay. So now out of will. But even actually, you can see the list. You can choose up to 4 of these. But remember, the more you choose, the less spells you get in each. So you can either be a jack of all trades.
I can only pick one out of the will now that I pick will.
No, you can technically pick as many as you want, but it's just knowing which one you're focusing on. Because
I want destruction.
Destruction magic.
Yeah.
Do you want any other type of magic, or do you want to just learn as many destruction? If you just do destruction, you get like 5 spells in destruction magic. If you learn 2, then you only get 4. Then you get 4 in each.
What's alteration?
Alteration. Let's see. Alteration. Alteration magic changes the fundamental capabilities of creatures and bestows upon them new properties. Learned magic users study this tradition. Both witches and wizards appreciate the advantages the spells granted them, etc., etc. Your study of magic often results in physical changes. At first, they are subtle, like a scar or blemish disappears, or facial features soften. Extensive study leads to more profound change. You might lose all the pigment from your body or have indecent features. The most powerful masters of alteration magic are rumored to have no faces at all. You've got magic like distort appearance, comprehension, enhanced senses, spider climb, underwater adaptation, bolster attribute, alter size, regeneration. Your most powerful spell is awaken potential.
So, I think it would be really helpful, because then it's like, if we come across like a really big lake or something, then I can go and see stuff.
Underwater adaptation is, yeah, you could technically. But that's also your winner. I mean that's fine. That's good to have.
And like spider climb. Can climb. I think it's good for like maybe not so much like battling, but just traveling.
Okay, so you've got that one, and then you want destruction as well, right? Will is the
Yeah,
destruction
I think
magic?
I just have those two.
Oh my gosh, your magic is literally breaking. Like you got break, ruin. Those are just the level 0 spells. Dissolve, rend, sunder, entropic power, erode, detonate. Your most powerful ability is disintegrate.
Disintegrate.
Oh, it looks like the way this works is you take damage, but then you do a bunch of damage. So like the spell destroys, take 5 damage, and then the target takes 30.
Oh, so I get quite a lot of damage from it.
You always get a level 0, exactly. Okay.
So should I have like a category that gives me health as well, or something?
You're fine. The less the better, because then you get more spells. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I just picked these two then. Is that
and
okay?
I think May can heal anyway. Oh wait, no, May
cool.
doesn't heal. May doesn't heal, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Maybe.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
I'm sure you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Gary definitely doesn't heal. Gary definitely 100% does not heal. Gary does the exact opposite of heal. Gary, oh my god.
So do you think that maybe I should be a healer? Should it be?
Just buy health potions.
Okay, we'll just get rich.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so in your talents down here, in your traditions in page 2, write down destruction in one of them, and the other one is what's the other one? Destruction and alteration. Okay, so you can write these down, and I'll send you this booklet for when you're playing in future. But
I think you sent it to me, so I'll just look at the booklet.
So you just need to put their names down. So for alteration, you start with comprehension and distort appearance. So comprehension is you touch the target, and it and if it can already speak, so it has to be able to speak a language. And if you touch comprehension, then you're able to then speak its language. So that's really cool. Another one, distort appearance. You touch a target, and it makes it basically harder to spot. You can just change that thing. So those are your 2 starting spells for that. Now you can choose 3 more from this list. Oh no, you just have these 3, I guess, because there's only 3.
Oh
no!
Wow!
Sorry.
So
oh wait, no, it's 4. Sorry, it's 4. You choose 2 of these 3.
Okay. So the
enhanced sense, spider climb, and underwater adaptation.
So we touched her. What does enhanced senses do?
Yeah, it lets things see in the dark, and it makes her eyesight better.
Oh, okay. And then spider climb is like moving across like walls and stuff, and then underwater adaptation.
You can breathe underwater.
I like that one.
Keep in mind, you'll be unlocking new spells in the future.
Okay,
so you can even unlock those ones.
Okay. I want spider climb because I think that's helpful.
Okay. Write that down somewhere.
So, spider climb. And then... I didn't decide.
You also do have an ability to take a more powerful spell instead, because Onyx Hydra has a special ability where if you sacrifice half of your health, you can upgrade one of your spell casts. So as the level 0, you can cast 1 level 1 spell before taking an 8-minute rest to recharge. But if you sacrifice half your HP, you could technically cast a level 2 spell. So you can choose a level 2 spell if you want.
What, right now?
Instead of a level 1, you can choose a level 2 spell, which is bolster attribute or bolster defense. But to use it, you'd have to sacrifice half of your health.
I don't think I really want that.
Okay. So in that case,
I think. Well, I already kind of have the see in the dark thing, don't I? Because I'm a door.
Yeah.
So I think I'll go for the water one.
okay, perfect. Underwater adaptation. Right now.
Yep. Got it.
Now we do the same thing in destruction magic. The 2 spells that you start with. Wait, what? Oh, thank God.
What?
Break is you take 1 damage, and then it says the target takes damage equal to its health, which sounds like an instant kill. Until you realize it says the target has to be 1 object that's at least half size. So it's like a what do you call it?
Wait, half the size of me?
Yeah, well, no, just half the size of an average person. So half the size of a human. It needs to be a small object.
Oh,
you can just instantly destroy it.
Okay.
Wait, does that mean you could do
So,
that too? It says object.
break.
Right? Oh, no, it's an object. It's an inanimate object. But you can break it.
Oh,
That's
so I
fine.
can break like a rock or something.
Yeah, instantly. That's your thing.
And then
Like a
ruin.
wheelbarrow, yeah, exactly. Ruin, you take 1 damage and the target takes 1d6 damage. If it's a creature, it must make a strength challenge roll or become fatigued. Oh my gosh, yeah, you freaking... That's insane.
Awesome.
Okay, those are your 2 free spells. Now you
Yep.
get to choose one of
And
these
then-
spells. You get to choose Dissolve, Rend, or Sunder. So you get to choose 2 of them. So Rend is you take 2 damage, then you attack a creature and it takes a load of damage. Sunder is you take 2 damage, the creature takes 3d6 damage, and if it destroys the target, then the target explodes in a 2-yard radius, dealing 1d6 damage to anything. So this, but you can only target 1 object made of glass, metal, or stone. So the Rend is more of a general use.
Yeah.
Sunder is like there are enemies that are made out of metal and stone and such, but and it's not
Would
just
they count?
enemies. Yeah, and it's not just enemies as well. Technically, you could like make a statue explode and do like an area of effect damage thing. You know what I mean?
I want dissolve. I want dissolve.
Dissolve is you take 2 damage against a
Oh,
target.
sorry, that was thunder.
That was Sunder. Yeah, you want Sunder? So okay, write Sunder down.
Yeah, I want thunder. I want dissolve.
You take you make will against all the success target deals. Oh. You touch something and then it starts to dissolve, becomes impaired for 1 minute, and if it becomes incapacitated by the damage, it instantly dies and dissolves into sludge. So it's just you touch something and it becomes and it goes blind and takes a little bit of damage. Rend does way more damage, but it doesn't blind them. And also dissolve will instantly kill anything that goes down to it.
I think I do rend.
Okay, so you take Rend. Perfect. There are your spells. We're almost done. You ready?
Oh, wait 1 second. Sorry.
Oh, chat. I love D&D. I love making characters with people. It is very D&D-ish. D&D-ing. Dinding. We love Dund. Oh, Kawa has died, chat. Rest in peace. There's no more Kawa. Pain pickle. I miss D&D. My group is returning at some point. Oh, I wish you all the best. I hope that happens. I know it can be very hard when a group dissolves, basically. It's very sad. Very, very, very sad. My brain is very dead as well, chat. The last stream took everything out of me. I'm gonna be... Gosh, the DM had a lot on his plate. We're trying at some point, but then next stream... Oh, that's good. That's good at least. But I feel that. I feel that as a DM, the one thing's for sure, that is that we're overworked. A lot goes into D&D. That's why I like that everyone's on the same world. The fact that everyone's in the same world means I can literally slash how much writing I do in half. It just makes things so much easier. Infinitely easier. Now, let's see. Oh yes, I need to change something. I believe I put one of my streams at the wrong time, which sucks. But let me see if I can find it. Oh no, I didn't. Did I? Yes, I did. Thank God that I put this on the wrong time. Hi, Kawaka.
Oh, sorry about that. My cat had a mouse.
Oh, you're okay.
I'm so excited with my character though. I'm like starting to think about it in my head of how it's gonna be like, and it's so exciting.
That's awesome. Fate stay.
I've never really done D&D before. I've done role plays before, but no the D&D.
Oh, I'm excited too. It's gonna be super fun. I just realized I've got another stream. Oh, no, but it's fine. It's not for another 2 hours, which means I'm gonna power nap in between.
Oh, okay. How long do you think we'll need left? You do need to go, or you?
No. We should be done within the like 40 minutes. Are you okay? Or do you have to wake up tomorrow?
Yeah, no, I'm fine for 40 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll
This is
speed
so
run the rest.
exciting.
Yeah, we'll speed run this and then we'll go straight into your starting story. You ready?
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna go into back up here. We're gonna choose your professions. Oh, another thing is you can choose. You have 2 stat points that you can add to any of your stats. I would definitely suggest putting one in will, because
in case I die, and I need to write a will.
Why are you like this? But,
you're like definitely gonna die, so.
You use it for your magic. You use that stat for magic.
Oh, okay. I use 1, so I got 11 will.
And you can put one more anywhere else. You can put another one in will, or you can put in any other thing.
Can I put it in health?
That would be strength. You increase your strength and your health will go up by 1.
Okay, I'm gonna strengthen up.
So set your strength to 11, and you can put your health up by 1.
Okay, I got 17 health.
Nice. Now, professions time. We'll roll 2d6.
Ooh, what's a profession? Like career?
Yeah. 5 and 4. So you've got 5, which is religious, or 4, which is martial. So so you can either choose to be (14 and 9). So 14 and 9. So 14 in martial is 14 is a peasant conscript. So you're like a normal person that was enlisted into the army. Or in the religious. Religious is, what's the second one we got? 9. Or you were a minister.
A minister? What does that mean?
Like you were a pastor.
You know how to oh. I feel like that's a bit difficult.
Yeah.
I'll do the army one, because I'm not sure how I would.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Involved.
So you're a peasant conscript. That means that you were enlisted in the army, but you were just a normal person. You know, like the militia. Wait, or no, I think that's wrong. What does peasant conscript actually mean? Define a peasant. Yeah, okay, yeah. You've been drafted into the army. So you're forced to join.
Forced into the army.
Yeah. That sounds like you.
Okay, I'll write that down. What do you mean?
As in, like, you probably wouldn't join on your own accord.
Oh no.
Beefy Kawa, I know, right? Did you tweet at Ping? Nah, not for this one. This is just a girl to stream.
Beef.
Beef,
I
beef.
tweeted.
You tweeted? Really? Oh, let me retweet.
Yeah.
Let me retweet this.
Just cause it does. Just on the stream.
I'll retweet it as well because now we're about to do the story. Like this part, the story, the thingy, the character creation is the boring part.
Well, that's the exciting part.
No, trust me, the story is gonna be great.
So have we finished the character now?
Almost.
And don't read it.
Wait, I'm going to Twitter.
You're a peasant.
Wow. You're so horrible. TTRPG. It's time
TTY.
for App Kawa to be isekai.
Isekai means
There we go.
isekai.
Mama. Let's see. Stream announcements. Paste.
Oh,
App
pistol.
students. Okay. Now we're gonna choose
What's
the
that?
final starting equipment. So 3d6, you only get one chance.
Oh no. You don't get to choose?
Nope, it's whatever it lands on. You got 10.
10.
You're getting by. So
So not bad. So it's middle.
yeah.
Mm.
Here you go. Would you like a okay, instead of the starting weapon, I'm just gonna give you a tiny hammer. Just got a tiny hammer.
Yeah, I have a tiny hammer. And
And here's
just
what
like
else you got. I'm gonna send the rest in DMs.
And like I can tap things with the hammer. Like, you know, in the alteration one, it says you gotta like touch some
Yeah, you can
things
touch them with a
sometimes.
hammer.
So I just
You have to
bonk
bonk
it with a
people.
little, yeah, with a little hammer.
That's adorable. Okay, now it's time for your interesting thing. You start with one interesting thing. You ready?
So these are just random. I don't
Yep.
choose these.
So on table number 1, you get number 5. So you can either start with a bottle filled with a maiden's tears. Ooh. Or 4.15. Or a small box holding 6 sticks of chalk.
Aww.
I'll give you one free on the number 6, on table 6, or you can have a trunk filled with body parts.
Oh,
Hmm?
I feel like that sounds really good, but I think I'll go with the chalk,
Just gonna try.
the most boring one. I'm gonna
Okay.
use it. That's gonna be my goal, is to use that chalk for something.
Well, then keep in mind and put that in your equipment. You have chalk. All
I
right,
have a bucket of chalk.
and that is your you. You're done.
That is
Your character's done.
me. I'm ready.
This is gonna be fun.
Am I getting isekai now?
Yes, you are. Are you ready?
Isekai.
Are you ready? It's time.
I'm ready.
Okay, I need to.
What
Good
do
luck, Kawa,
should I
don't
get the book? Did I get the booklet up?
Hmm?
Should I get the booklet up on
Right now, you just need your character sheet. Now, usually I use like roles and stuff, but you're on your phone, so I don't think we can really use Roll20 unless you have Roll20 on your phone. But it's fine. We can.
Well, for this time, I'll just do it like this.
Yeah, that's totally fine. And you can still hear the music anyway, right? When I play it, I'll show you.
Okay.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear.
Perfect. Perfect. Let's pause my game here.
Put.
Put. Meg says, "Good luck, Kawa. Don't die."
Oh my gosh. Well, it's okay though, because if I do that, I've got extra will, so that I'm gonna be okay.
That's
I
not
can write a
That's
good
not
will.
what that's not what that whittle means in this
And I
context.
can write it to May, so then she gets my equipment, like my talk.
Oh, okay. This one. No.
I'm not gonna die.
I'm trying to look for the background image that I usually use. I think it's dead. I think it's gone. Very sad. Here, look. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this as the background image.
Oh,
There we go. Perfect. All right, here we go. Kawa, you ready?
I'm ready.
It is
I'm scared.
it's an exciting day for you. You've decided you're gonna pick up streaming again. It's gonna be rather nice, rather fun. You've been preparing for this for days. However, as you're starting up all the streaming software, you notice something strange on your scene. You see another source. And it seems to just be question marks. You're not quite sure how it got there. And when you try to remove it, doesn't seem to delete itself. Is there anything you'd like to do? Your stream is going to be in like 2 minutes.
I quickly, want to press on it because I'm worried.
You click it, and when you do, just a sharp pain kind of shoots through your head. You get a slight headache, and nothing happens.
Oh, that was weird.
Is there anything else you're going to do?
There's nothing else on my screen.
Everything else seems perfectly normal. However, after you clicked it, a little icon appears on the bottom corner of your screen. It looks like... let me see if I can send it to you. Downloads. Where is it? What the heck? Kawa, it's breaking.
Breaking.
My PC is breaking.
No.
Here you go, Kawa. This is what you see. I'm gonna send in Discord.
Okay, next one.
There it is. It's in the bottom corner, and you can't seem to move it or get rid of it.
Oh.
But it's tiny.
I try and click on it and nothing happens then.
You get another headache.
Ah. I'm just gonna ignore it and just get on with the stream.
As you click your stream, suddenly you get a warning. Now there's only 1 minute left till your stream, and it's a big warning. It's like, are you sure you wish to continue? Are you sure you wish to continue with the following widget enabled? And then underneath it, there's a little link that says terms and conditions.
Can I look at the terms and conditions?
You click it, and suddenly just a big block of text flies across your screen. It just will zoom, and you barely have enough time to even read it. And then just disappears.
I think I'm just gonna enable it. I don't want to miss the stream.
After you do, it seems to. You see your stream begin to start. And you see a few people joining in chat. You see a few familiar faces like Sasa. You see like Ken in chat. You see a lot of people that you recognize from when you used to stream, and you're really happy. And you're about to greet them, however. You find that your mouth isn't moving. And you find that you try to say things, you try to speak more, but no words come out. In fact, you're not moving at all. You try to move your hands, but they feel heavy, as if they weigh a ton. Slowly, your eyes begin to get heavier, until all you can see is darkness from the back of your eyelids. And the last thing you feel is a sharp thud as your body hits the floor. And everything fades to white.
Oh no.
The next thing you feel is something poking your cheek.
Huh? And I open my eyes?
Yeah, roll perception. This is your first roll. Oh, it's...
Perception.
So roll a d20. So on your phone, type in 1d20 in Google, and it should let you roll.
Okay. Okay. So I type in d20?
1d20.
Oh, 1. Oh, wow. Okay.
Who reads terms and conditions? Kawa. Kawa legitimately does. She doesn't have it installed yet. Oh, you got 1? Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, phew.
No, it's not nice. It means it's not nice. It's nice for me. It's not nice for you.
Oh, it's nice for you.
Yes.
Oh, God.
So without any further ado, you stand up. You start to open your eyes, and your eyes are immediately blinded. It's bright. You look around and you see you're on what looks like a grassy field. The sun is shining, and you're not able to see anything around you. Suddenly you hear a voice. It seems to be coming from your head. Hello there. Hello. Hi. Hello.
I'll go around and try and find where it's coming from.
You don't see a thing. Hi, it's me. Hi. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Nice
Hello?
to meet you.
Where are you?
I'm right here.
Where?
Right here. You're getting sad.
No, I just don't see you.
You hear sniffling. It's a lid. Sounds like a little girl.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. What's your name?
My name's Fluencia. Roll perception again.
Well, the same one.
Yep. See if I can find a picture of Fluencia in here.
I got 4.
4. You look around and you still do not see her. She goes, why are you ignoring me?
No, I'm not ignoring you. We're just playing hide and seek.
Oh, I'm great at this game.
Are you hiding right now?
Nope, I'm standing right here. You want me to hide?
Yeah, you hide and I'll find you.
Okay. You just hear footsteps going pitter patter, and then you just see a girl just running away from you, and you see she was just like underneath your chin. She was just looking up at you this entire time, and you just didn't notice her.
Oh.
And she runs, and you see her running behind a tree, and she goes, "Hey, you're cheating."
I'm sorry. I forgot to close my eyes.
Fine. I'm gonna go hide again.
You hide again. I'll close my eyes this time and I'll count to 10.
Okay. And you hear pitter patter. Little. You see she's wearing a little pink kimono. It's really cute. I'm gonna try. I'm still looking for a picture of her.
I close my eyes with my hands over my eyes and count to 10.
There you go, Kawa. That's what she looks like.
2, 3. Oh, she's so cute.
So
4,
much.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But you're not here. I come.
You
I
look
look
around.
around for her.
Roll perception.
2. Why am I getting such bad ones?
You look around and you can't seem to spot her. You see a couple of trees and like a small and a few rocks around the place, but you're looking around and you can't really seem to find her. Roll perception again.
Okay. 5.
5. By the way, a success is 11.
Wait, why am I literally not even getting your 10?
It's sad. Very sad. Well, I think we found our Johnny of this party, chat.
I was unlucky.
She got so unlucky that her friend thought that she betrayed him, and became one of the big bad guys. Because
oh my god.
Yeah, Johnny succeeded in one role her entire solo story.
Okay, well, I look around. I look on behind another one of the bushes.
Roll perception.
18.
18. You see her underneath, like hidden inside the bush, with her like hands covering her face.
I found you.
And she goes, "What? But I've never lost this game before."
Oh no, it's okay. Because it just means that you were so good all this time, and that you just got unlucky this time.
She looks up and smiles. Really? I mean, yay. I mean, I usually play with that rock over there. His name is Sam. And she points to a little rock over in the side, and you see this big boulder with a face drawn on it.
Oh, can I go say hi to him?
He's a bit shy.
Oh, well, would Sam like a hat?
Huh?
Would Sam like a hat?
I think Sam would like a hat.
Can I draw on him with my chalk?
You don't have it yet. You don't have the chalk yet.
Okay,
she really wanted to use that chalk.
Yeah. Okay.
Would you like something to draw on him with?
Or if you have something.
She says, I sure do. Watch this. She brings her hands together, and you see her begin to mumble something, and suddenly her eyes open, and they're glowing like a bright white, and this big shockwave. This outsider says no. A big shockwave like ripples through the entire field. It sends like all the trees kind of swaying, all the grass is like pushed to the side. Even Sam like shakes and rocks a bit. And then suddenly in her hands, you see this stone box with these really nice chalks in. And she goes,
Yeah.
It's a present for you. These chalks will never run out. Never, ever, ever.
What? Really? For me?
Just for you.
Oh, you don't have to give me anything.
They're here now. I can't take them back.
I thank you. I really, really, really appreciate.
And she says, go on, you can draw a hat now.
I take the chalk box from her and then walk over to Sam and bow to him. Nice to meet you, Sam.
Fluencia runs up behind you and goes, nice to meet you too.
Oh, he's so friendly. Sam, what kind of hat would you like? I would like to give you one as a present.
I love, it's still Fluencia behind you. She just goes, a top hat, please.
Like a top hat? Okay, I can do that for you. I want to draw a top hat on the rock.
And
his head.
Fluencia behind you goes, thank you very much. My head was cold.
I thought it looked a little cold. I hope that this will help warm you up.
Suddenly you feel Fluencia tug your hand. It's like, thank you. He's actually very subconscious about the fact that he's balding, even though he's only in his 20s.
Well, I'm that I can help him out.
And she goes, now, I bet you're wondering why you're here.
Oh, yes, I forgot about that. Why am I here? And where is here? And what am I doing?
You're in a side realm. This is a world created by the imagination of the people in your world.
What?
It's a side realm. Have you ever wondered how sometimes you can remember entire stories and movies and worlds and things that you thought of when you were a kid, but sometimes you can't even remember what you ate for breakfast?
Yes.
That's because those worlds, once you create them, they become real, but exist elsewhere.
That's really cool. So it's like when you go to a restaurant and you get a main meal and then you get a side dish, and sometimes you don't remember what the main meal was, but you remember what the side dishes are.
Exactly, because the side dish is a world. No, wait a minute, that's not right.
Oh.
She said, no, it's more like, when someone in your world imagines another world, if they put enough thought into it, it becomes a real thing.
That's really, really cool. But why am I here?
Because I chose you as someone who once streamed. You have the power of influence. And I'm Fluencia, the god of fame and information, she says as she does a little spin.
I do a little clap.
She bows.
Well, it's so nice to meet you. And thank you for choosing me on Bows as well.
She giggles. She's like, "You're the nicest person that I've met ever since I came here."
You're so sweet.
One guy literally kicked me. Like, I have a bruise right here. She lifts up her shirt and you see a little bruise on her side.
My gosh, how can they do that to you? That's so horrible.
He was very mean to me. I think it was after he discovered that I used his wish, one of his 2 wishes, on something stupid. So I couldn't send him back to his world.
What was the one with the stupid wish?
I don't remember. I thought it was really smart.
I'm sure it was really smart. I think that maybe he just isn't smart.
Everyone that's brought here gets 2 wishes, but one of the wishes is just to bring you here, and then you get 1 more.
Wait, so I get to pick something, or you do?
You do. You already have it. She points to the box of chalks.
Oh wow. So wait, it could have been anything?
Anything at all. You could even wish to go back to your world, but we need you here.
Well, I think that these chalks are gonna be these chalks are gonna become in such great use, and I'm gonna use them so wisely.
I can't wait to see what you do with them.
Oh, I can't wait to see what I do too.
I love Fluencia so much.
I do too. Oh my gosh.
We'll have a happy childhood. I mean, she didn't wish for that.
Oh.
We all wished for a happy childhood, and he got a really hot mother. But she, at this point, she goes, "Now, the reason I brought you here was to stop the great calamity."
Oh, and what be that?
I don't know. I used all my magic just now.
Oh. Okay.
But a lot of people that came before were asking if they could get more wishes, and you will, but you need to do something that is worth the blessing of a goddess. Otherwise, the other gods will yell at me. Happy childhood equals hot mom. Oh, the breastfeeding experience, outsider.
Oh.
But the
wait. So I gotta do something good?
you have to save the world from the great calamity. Oh, don't worry about it, Metallic.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine.
What? How? But you don't know what the calamity is.
No,
So how do I find out?
that's a good question. She says, and she smiles up at you.
Oh. And do you know where I could find the answer?
Well, yeah, you're about to be reborn in the world. Right now, you're basically in heaven, and you're gonna be reborn as a little dwarf girl down in the world, and you get to live your life. And I'm sure you'll know when you see it, right? The great calamity is probably like green.
But yeah, and it probably has like a lot of clams and stuff.
Yeah, probably. Do you think it tastes good? Clams taste good. I haven't had them in a long time.
I like clams more as pets than to eat them.
Oh, you can have pet clams?
Yeah. I mean, I think so.
Oh, well, if you find the great calamity, can you bring me back a clam? I have no friends except for.
Do you think that's a
except for you,
great
Sam.
clam? Aw, no, wait, we're friends though, aren't we?
We are. She sniffles.
Yeah, of course, because you got me a nice present, and I want to bring you back the Great Calamity as a your present, because it's probably like a really big clam. It's really cool.
I'd love that. I'd love a big
And then you can be friends, and then Sam can be friends with it too, and then you can all be friends.
She looks up, but what if they don't get along?
I mean, but it's called the Great Calamity, so it's gotta be great, right?
Oh yeah, I guess. Okay. Well, our time is short, but I better send you off. Remember to bring me back the clam, okay? Don't forget about me. Everyone forgets about me.
Forget about you, and I will do my best.
Yay. All right. Bye.
But wait, will I see you again?
You can talk to me wherever you see a statue of me. And
Oh,
sometimes I'll visit you in your dreams, but most people forget their dreams, so it's awkward.
okay, well, I look forward to seeing you again.
Bye. She said.
Bye. Waves enthusiasm.
And as you're waving, your vision slowly turns to white.
Oh,
And the next thing you hear is the sound of crying.
I can open my eyes.
You open your eyes. That's when you realize, and there's a bright light. And that's when you realize that you're the one crying.
I like wipe my eyes to look at my tears on my hand.
And their little baby hands.
Oh, my hands are so small.
Suddenly you hear a man's voice saying, "She said her first words, darling. They grow up so fast." He starts crying.
I look at the man with confused, grumpy face. Like,
And-
what are you looking at?
And you hear the wife going, "Honey, she's even got your face." And you turn around, so the man himself you see is seems to be a man with this big majestic purple beard. Otherwise he's bald. He's got a big nose and he seems rather short and stout. And behind you see the person that's holding you in her arms is the she seems to have long kind of black hair as well as a beard of her own. And she has really soft features. And then the man looks up from his tears and you see that or so the woman she also doesn't quite look like a excuse me. She doesn't quite look like a dwarf, yeah. But she does look short. She kind of looks like a hobbit.
Oh, so is the man shorter?
The man is short. And she goes, she's even got your face. And he looks up and you see his face looks just permanently grumpy.
And I look at him and stare for a second and then start crying again.
He goes, no, my dear. He goes, "No, don't cry, my dear little. What should we name her? I think we should name her Rustark Mark II." And she goes, no, let's not call her that. And she goes, "No, but you don't understand, Zara. She's just like me, but like Mark II." She goes, no, let's not. And he goes, I don't know. Do you have any better ideas? She goes, how about... Well, she's crying a river right now. It's probably because of your ugly mug. Why don't we call her Kawa? And he goes, I don't like it. I think it... And then she looks at the little... she looks at this... She takes out this little stone tablet that's next to her. It seems to be out of stone, but she seems to be able to draw on it with her finger as like this white kind of magic kind of emanates out. And she writes Kawa. She's like, no, don't. Her name should be Rastagmark. And then as he does, you hear ding. And then this, in big bold letters, just Kawa appears in the air.
And then I do it on your face at the dad.
A what?
I do it on your face.
Rustark then lifts up and shows you to his wife Zara, and it's just like, look, now she's got your face. She really is our child. And then and then it's like, she goes, I don't know what you mean, she says, but she's also got the smug Anya face because she's just chosen the name. And that is how you met your parents, Rustark and Zara. As you're growing up, you encounter many hardships. Your parents are quite busy. Rustark at this time they both kind of moved out of the dwarven city that they were in. Eventually, Zara as a halfling, what they're called, she's able to work her way up the ranks in her little job, and is eventually able to become the minister of defense for the kingdom of Ondia, with Rustark becoming the royal blacksmith. However, eventually, they decide that specifically after Rustark and something very horrible happened in the capital, and it seemed to stress your parents out a bunch, and they didn't want to put you in danger, so they sent you to live with some of your relatives all the way up in Cree. And it's not that they abandoned you, they would still communicate with you through letters and such. So you maintained a decent relationship with them. This would have been you would have been around probably in you're around 15, I'd say, which is like early childhood for dwarves, right?
Okay.
And so you're basically raised by your original dwarven family, Rustark's family, which are every bit as chaotic and strange as he is. Sometimes you miss the moral anchor that your mother was. But eventually, and you lived in a huge mountain with a giant bustling city.
So I'm living with not my parents.
Yeah. And after a couple of years, we're gonna start the story. You've also been a conscript in the army. The trolls have been attacking, trying to steal your treasure, your family's treasure. Not your family, but the treasure within the mountain. The mountain itself is called Caragtul, which means the left-facing rock.
Okay.
And the trolls basically have been attacking repeatedly, stealing food, and it's been horrible, and your people have been struggling. And so you're conscripted into the army now and then. So you have a bit of training.
Whenever they need backup.
Mm-hmm. And this is where we'll continue the story. Are you ready?
Okay.
Here we go. You at this point. You're awoken by the sound of a pan being hit against another pan. He goes, "Wake up, Kawa! Wake up! You're going to be late."
Sit up quickly.
You would get up, and you're pretty nice looking for a dwarf. As the new generation has sort of ditched the beard, but the older folks, the older females still wear their beards and such, but you still maintain the tradition of the hair rings, and instead of putting it in your beard, which you don't have, you put it in your long purple hair and you tie it up. And you go and
braids.
And braids, and you braided your hair. The clanging gets louder. "Come on, Kawa, you're gonna be late."
I shout back, okay.
From roll perception.
Grumpily.
Grumpily.
Okay, rolling. I got 13.
13, perfect. Now roll intelligence.
What one's intelligence?
I think it's still at 20. Wait, is it 13? Or because remember, you have +1 to intelligence. Because you also, I should explain how stats work. You add however far it is from 10. So if you have 9, so for example, since you have 9 agility, if you roll agility, then you subtract 1 from your roll because 9 is 1 less than 10.
So if my perception was 13, then I would add on 3.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, your perception is higher because remember, you increased your No, it was will. Never mind. You increased your will. Never mind.
I've got. So what am I doing right now? I'm doing my perception.
Yeah, and then you're gonna roll intelligence.
So my perception is 14 then.
Your perception is not 14.
No, my perception is 11. So I add 3 and 1.
Perfect. So you rolled 14. Perfect. You look around and you're able to find all your stuff very quickly. You're able to get dressed and you're perfectly fine. Roll intelligence.
Intelligence. I don't think I have intelligence.
I agree, but it should be the stat above your will.
I got intellect.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. Well, I've only got 10, so...
So you don't add anything.
It's 3. I got 3.
You have no idea why you're being woken up. You're kind of dazed. You're kind of like feeling lazy. You thought today was your day off. You kind of work making dwarven furniture in the workshops, but it's closed. It's apparently a national holiday, but you don't know when.
So can I so if I'm dressed now, right?
Yep.
So I'll go downstairs and then grumpily shout, "What is it?"
It's a woman turns around and I should also mention that eventually over the years your father's hair kind of faded from purple from stress to so when dwarves are at their calmest kind of their hair becomes more vibrant, but his kind of faded to a deep red kind of. But this person now, she seems jolly. This large plump lady, large for a dwarf, is clanging the pot. She goes, "Don't you remember?" She says with a grumpy face, even though she doesn't sound grumpy. It's just her face. I
don't remember.
She says, "Today's the hammer. Today's the celebration of the. It's the coming of hammer. It's when all children." All dwarven children are presented with their magical hammer. It's a tool which we use in all our daily lives. It also decides what your job is.
Okay. I don't need you to describe to me what the hammer is. Of course I know what the hammer does. Say to her grumpily, but I've been waiting for this my whole life, and you're telling me it's today?
Yeah, well, you clearly forgot, she says, as she grabs her pot and bonks her head a little bit.
Well, I think I would have known if it was today.
Well, it is today. You're gonna be late. Go. Now, quick, run.
And I grab the closest food and
Slice
run
of
out.
toast.
Slice of toast, put it in my mouth, and run out.
roll agility.
What dice is agility?
20. It's always 20. It's 20 unless you're doing damage.
Okay. I got 8.
-1.
Yeah, I did it -1.
You trip and you fall on your face.
Oh, my toes!
Roll strength, see if you can grab, or roll agility again, see if you can grab your toes as it flies through the air.
Oh, I got a 5.
5?
Well, with minus though. I already minused them.
Oh, so, yeah, it lands in a puddle.
Wow, I'm extra grumpy now. And I just kick the puddle and then keep running.
You're able to just about make it to the ceremony. You see a load of other dwarves. Dwarves kind of tend to keep to themselves. There's no real friend group. This is the people you talk to at work. And everyone you talk to at work are much older. So you don't really know any of the dwarves. And it looks like you don't really feel that left out because everybody's kind of grumpily shuffling about. No one's really talking to each other. So you assume it's the same for all of them. Some are talking, but it's only the rare few. And people give them dirty looks. It's your dream. It's a society of introverts.
Oh, I love it.
It's suddenly you hear, you look up, and you see what looks like a huge blazing furnace, and as well as around it, you see it's kind of in a large hall, and you all slowly shuffle into this hall awkwardly. You've passed it many times, but you never knew what it was. And suddenly, you look up, and the hall is more than just a hall. It's a tower, and it goes all the way up. And all around the tower, you see some what look like molds, stone molds, hammer molds, hundreds, thousands, all the way up, almost all the way through the mountain. And they all seem to be, and as you guys shuffle in, you see every single one of them begin to rotate, and some of them slot up and down into the different rows of stone molds. Think similar to like, without the, do you know, kind of like the scene from Monsters Inc. with all the doors?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but with tablets, and they're all on tracks instead of on like the little claw on the conveyor belt.
Okay.
But they're all moving around, and it's actually quite cool. They're all different colored. Some are made from obsidian, some are made from like marble, and some are made by like gold. And as you all shuffle in, the doors slam shut behind you, and the entire room is then lit up as the furnace behind just begins to belch fire and light up the room. And in front of it, the man that you recognize as the king of this dwarven city, his name is Ri. And he stands up and clears his throat and goes, "Ahem. I see you've all managed to make it to this year's Coming of Hammer ceremony. Are you ready to receive your hammer and return to your families, changed dwarves?" And you hear all of them begin to cheer. They go, "Yeah!" But like all of them. It's not just one guy.
It just looks and then copies everyone else. Yeah.
And then he goes, "And are you ready to defend your homes with his hammer as both your best friend and your closest? It'll be your shield when attacked, and it'll be your sword when it's time for you to take up arms. Are you ready?" And everyone goes, "Yeah!"
Yeah.
And lastly, are you ready to be registered as official dwarves so you can finally start paying taxes to the king? And he goes, yeah! And like,
No.
one guy in the corner of the room goes, yeah.
And I just go look and give him a weird grumpy look.
And so does like everyone else in the room.
Everyone.
And he goes, oh. And then one guy whispers over, he's like, oh, that's Melvin. He's part goblin. Don't mind him.
Makes sense.
And he goes, and then suddenly the king gives you all a grumpy look. And he goes, okay, and without any further ado, let's start. Who's first on the list? Melvin! And everyone here gives him a grumpy look as he walks up. Like, yay, I get a hammer, I get a hammer. And you look and he's a rather scrawny looking dwarf. Yeah, no worries, outsider. And you see him walking up happily, and he says, the king instructs him to walk up to the furnace and place his hand on a large, what do you call it? On a little flat stone. And as he does, you see light begin to shoot out of his fingertips into like straight jagged lines going to 90-degree angles and making their way to the edges of the stone, almost as if it's some sort of like machine from like your old world. You have all your memories from your old world. However, it also seems quite magical. And as he does, you see the molds around begin to shift and spin and turn, and different molds begin to drop down lower and lower into like lower segments. They don't just drop down, right? They'd swap places like in Candy Crush. So they kind of swap places and slowly make their way down until you see eventually towards the bottom there's even less, and then eventually one mold slowly falls directly behind the large furnace, and the furnace begins to belch as an assortment of rocks falls from the top of the tower all the way from way up top. They fall and you hear plop plop, and you see lava splash out, and suddenly the furnace roars and begins to belch even more. As suddenly you see the mold fall out the bottom of the furnace, and it's kind of caught by the conveyor belts and slowly brought back up. And Melvin's hand gently sinks into the stone tablet, and he slowly pulls out this huge gold encrusted hammer with like silver trimmings, and it's marvelous and it shines brightly. And he goes, and the king looks and he says, the Hammer of Kings. Looks like we found someone destined for greatness. He pats his hand on Melvin and says, you will go on to achieve great things, young one. And he goes, yeah! And everyone gives him grumpy looks. The rest of the day is rather uneventful. More people get their hammers, some big hammers, some thin hammers, some slender hammers, some gold hammers, stone hammers, silver hammers, iron hammers.
Completely unique?
Yes, every single... They seem to be completely unique. You know there's molds, but you kind of assume that there's so many molds that it would be kind of impossible for two people to get the same one.
Yeah.
And eventually it's your turn. And you're Kawa.
I take a step forward firmly and walk up with a strong stride in my foot. Or whatever.
The Dwarven King places his hand on your shoulder as you go up. Your father, Rustark, is a great man and a good friend of mine. I expect great things from you.
I look up and nod to him, proudly, while thinking of my father.
And he gives you a grumpy look as he says, and tell him to come visit once in a while.
Come. Will do.
place your hand on the tablet.
I take a breath and place my hand on the tablet.
Suddenly, the light begins to shoot from your fingertips, similar to what happened with the others. However, this time, it doesn't stop. More and more streaks of light shoot from your hand until the entire tablet is glowing white. The king goes, "What's this? This has never happened before." Everyone looks up. For once, they don't look grumpy, and they're watching this huge beam of light emanating from your hand. You see everything.
It's so amazing. I'm scared.
You feel surges of power shooting through your body as the molds all around begin to shift and turn, and slowly you begin to slot into place. This time, instead of just once, like a bunch of them moving and shifting, they all seem to form a column, like they spread out almost as if a crowd was welcoming someone important, as a single mold begins to fall lower and lower and lower. It seems to be ornate, made of many different stones. It seems almost made of like a crystalline structure. And it slowly falls behind the furnace. Suddenly, rocks and other gems and such begin to fall from the top of the mountain into the fire as it belches huge smoke. The smoke begins to heat up even hotter and hotter until it glows a bright blue. And suddenly, you hear a clink as you see the mold off the corner of your eye fall to the ground as it begins to be taken back up the little column that was formed before all of the molds begin to slot back into place. And suddenly your hand sinks into the tablet and you feel something press against your palm. And you grab onto it firmly. And you start to slowly draw your hand back. And it shines even brighter. And everyone's looking and waiting. And suddenly everyone's shocked. Everyone goes, "Ah!" The entire room. And you see that your hammer is made of gold and silver and encrusted with several fancy jewels. And it's beautiful and it's stunning. However, it's no bigger than your hand. It's tiny. It's smaller than even a workshop's hammer. It could barely even be considered a paperweight.
I looked down at it, a little embarrassed, but not really knowing how to react since it looks so beautiful, but it's so tiny.
That's what she said.
Oh. And I look at the mayor guy.
And he looks down at you and he says, I've never seen such a small hammer in my life. Perhaps this... Huh?
Well, it may be small, but it doesn't mean it's not powerful.
He scratches his head and he says, I guess it is very ornate, meaning that technically you're destined for greatness, but I've never seen such a small hammer.
Looks down at it again, not knowing really what to say, and just scratches my head. Ha ha.
He sort of sighs and he says, all right, you may go. He says, and everyone's kind of looking at you with a strange look. They don't know what to think, really. Some of them you see a few of them are laughing.
I look at people grumpily and then turn back to the main guy and give him a salute. I won't let you down.
He awkwardly waves as he watches you walk away. with your tiny little hammer.
As I walk away, I hold the hammer over my shoulder like it's a massive hammer.
At this point, it's not the size of the hammer, it's how you use it, Lamau. You know what's up, I'm.
Exactly.
You just missed Kawa's starting story.
Small but powerful, and
Oh, by the way, you're free to take notes and stuff about like the name of your parents. Like your parents' name are Rusturk and Sarah. You can like
Sarah and
Rusturk.
Rusturk.
Rusturk. Rusturk.
Oh, okay.
At this point, Kawa, you go home, and I'm not sure how much longer I can do. The rest of your days within the Dwarven encampment are rather, they're somewhat eventful. You stayed at your job using your tiny little hammer. As it actually helped you quite a bit. However, you also noticed that if you use it too much, it had a tendency to break things. So you made sure to use it only very sparingly. Eventually, you were able to learn how to harness its power, which could break things just very well and do different things, and you were able to somewhat draw some of its power out. However, you always sensed that there was something more, that it had room to grow. Hammers generally don't... If the ones that have magical properties especially tend to stay like that forever, right? They're more like enchanted items. However, over the years, you were able to find new abilities and such, and you didn't think it was too weird. You kind of assumed it was just because you just got better at using it. But eventually, you also discovered it had the ability to alter things that it touched. It had the ability to do many wonderful things. However, a lot of people did make fun of you for the size of the hammer, and even your own family. They did make fun of you, but you noticed they weren't exactly boasting about it. Ree would occasionally come over and visit, kind of just to check up on you and make sure that everything was fine. But apart from that, nothing especially strange happens. Until one night. Roll perception.
Perception. Wait, I got one extra on top of it. I didn't know rolling. Oh, wait. I got 18.
Perfect. You wake up and suddenly you spring out of bed. Something's wrong. You smell the smell of smoke. In the distance you hear screaming. And you're not sure what it is.
I quickly, look out the window.
You look out the window and you say, you hear people you see people in the distance on the streets running for their lives. And you barely hear along the, people screaming, "Trolls! Trolls! They're coming! There's an entire army of them!"
I got, and I start screaming trolls as well, and run downstairs.
Everyone immediately in the house wakes up. They're like, "What do you mean trolls?"
There's trolls! They're coming! Quick!
They all open their eyes and they all look out the window and they see it. And they all quickly get dressed and grab their belongings. And they quickly dart onto the street. It's like, "Come on, let's get out of here." Into the bunkers!
I follow everyone.
You follow everyone down. And everybody seems to slot into, there seems to be these these large sort of metal trapdoors that all begin to swing open as a large sound, like a sound of a horn, bellows through the cave system that you're in. It's like one large underground cavern that the city is built into, and it's like they've hollowed out the mountain basically, and everyone begins to fall in. You see, there's about 40-50 people per bunker, and your family slots into one of them. And you hear, and suddenly, when the everybody that's accounted for is in, the doors slam shut, and you hear running. You hear the sound of fighting, swords clashing. You hear many what do you call it? The sounds of grunts, bones cracking, fire raging, and this goes on for hours and hours and hours. Until suddenly, someone bumps into you and says, or someone looks around and says, "Is it over?" They say as the silence above becomes almost horrifying. After all the sound and all the burning, after many hours, there's nothing. Absolute dead silence. And before anyone can say anything, thump! A huge dent appears in the trap door above you guys. And then another. And then another. As the doors are slowly pried open, you see a large troll covered in wounds and arrows. It seems to be heavily wounded, but it looks at all of you, and it drools. And you know the trolls are known to eat dwarves. And suddenly, someone goes, "We're all just craftsmen. Does anybody have any weapons? Has anybody here got any experience with combat?"
I raise my hand. I have a little experience in the military.
The person looks over and is like, "Oh, it's just tiny. Does anyone else have any experience with combat?"
Excuse me.
He goes, "What are you gonna do? Tap him with your little hammer?"
Small. Excuse me. Well, okay then. I won't help out, and you can all just die.
He goes, "It's fine. I'm sure there's someone else." He looks over, and no one else puts their hand up.
Well then, is there anyone else? It doesn't seem like it.
He looks up and he looks at you and he goes, "That's fine. I'll just do it myself. I've seen people do it many times," he says. As he goes, he gives you a grumpy look as he picks up. He sort of reaches into his backpack and picks out his hammer. It's not huge by any means. It kind of looks like Mjolnir. That kind of shape.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's got a short, stubby handle, but a big, like, hammerhead.
Yeah.
And he moves over, and you see him grasp it with both hands, and he's kind of trembling. And he gives the troll like a grumpy but scared look as the troll looks down. And it begins to lift its hand up. And you know that the troll's about to freaking swat this guy out of existence. What are you gonna do?
I run forward. And can I use one of my attacks?
Yes, of course.
I run straight at him and use.
I should mention, as a level 1 wizard, you're only able to use 1 level 1 spell and 2 level 0 spells before having to rest for 8 minutes.
Okay.
Did you take note which ones were level 1 and which ones were level 0?
Level
first
0
two.
until the first two,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I can only use one level 1.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll use Ruin.
Use Ruin? Alright, perfect. Let me pull up the rule book. I forgot where I put it. I need to find the rule book.
It'll be under destruction, that one.
No, I need to physically find the rule book.
Oh, oh no.
Oh, I found it. Okay. Magic. Spells. Destruction. Ruin. Perfect. You run towards the creature. Roll agility.
Agility, is that still 20, yeah?
Yep.
Wait, what's my added agility? Oh, minus 1. So 8.
8. You're running, but you don't feel like you'll make it in time. You reach your hand out, and the guy you see him begin to cry as he sees the hand heading towards him. What are you gonna do?
So you're saying I'm not gonna make it in time?
Right now, it doesn't look like you'll make it in time if you just run.
I jump at the troll.
And you're still casting Ruin,
Like
right?
as I'm running,
You're about to trip, and so you're gonna try to jump.
Yeah. Like launch at it.
Roll agility again.
Okay. No. 2.
You try to launch at it, and suddenly you hit the floor with a thud,
No.
and suddenly you see that weird dwarf's frail body fly across the bunker and smash into the wall to the side.
Oh my.
And you hear everyone gasp, and you hear someone say no.
Okay. Wait. What does Rend do?
Rend does one creature you can see within short range, you take 2 damage, and then you attack, make a will attack roll against its agility, and then it takes a lot of damage.
So would I be able to do that? That's
You're now
1.
closer, yes. You're now close enough to use it.
Okay. So I look back at the guy who's just been thrown against the wall.
He's
But I
bleeding
don't
out on the
think-
floor. It's like this. He looks really bad. His
I
arm is
don't
like bent
think
backwards
about
and
it.
everything.
I don't think about it for long, and I just turn back around and use Rend at the
Okay.
troll.
Roll will.
Well, what's the level? Yeah, hello.
Yeah, so +1.
Oh my god, no, I'm literally the most unluckiest person alive.
What happened?
The 4. Why am I never getting like anything good?
What's it called? That's so sad. That's so sad.
I'm so sad.
You-
I want
you
to be
put-
really cool.
You try to use, you look at it and you stretch your hand out, and the troll looks at you, and suddenly its eyes widen, and it jumps to the side as a large just crater appears in the wall behind it, and it blows one of the doors out. But and everyone in the room gasps, but the troll is relatively unharmed.
So I can only use one more level 0 now?
That was a level 1 spell. That was your only level 1.
Yes, okay, I can only use level 0 now?
Yeah, 2 level 0 spells. But you can also sacrifice. You can also sacrifice half your health to turn that level 0 spell slot into a level 1 spell.
Is that permanent or?
No. It's damage.
Oh.
Yeah. But at this point though, the creature is going to take his turn, and he's going to look at you and growl, and he's going to attempt to swipe at you. We're going to roll a 20.
Okay.
And he rolls 12. What's your defense?
Do I have a defense
It should
number?
be underneath your agility. The little letters under agility.
I think it's a 9.
Yeah, perfect. It hits. The creature swipes into you, but you're able to just about hold your ground, and you take 4 damage.
4 damage. How much health do I have?
It should be on your health. What's your health?
Oh, right.
That minus.
So I had 17, so I now got 13.
I thought you had 16.
No, I
Oh,
got
yeah. You got
17.
+1. So you're now at 30, yeah. So write that down somewhere else. Don't change your actual maximum health, because you'll forget. Write down somewhere else that you've taken 4 damage.
Okay.
Okay. Now at this point, it's your move. You can now choose whether you take a fast turn or a slow turn. Fast turn means you can attack first. But the you basically go faster, but you can only move or attack, or do like a small bonus action. A slow turn means you go later, but you can move and attack. So you can either wait and then do more, or if you're already close enough and you don't need to do anything but attack, you can just take faster. So it's basically choosing if you go before or after the troll.
So that's not gonna help. None of my alterations ones will help, so I'll have to use destruction one. And I can't use a level 1. What's break do? That break just breaks something nearby, so I'll have to use ruin again.
Are you going to sacrifice half your HP? Oh, no, wait. Oh, no, this is ruin. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So you're going to use one of your level 0 slots. One of your levels. Okay.
I'm going to use like, can I try and take a slow turn and go behind him and use run, or?
Yes. But that you can. You can do that.
Okay, that's what I'd like to do.
Okay, so you're going to take a slow turn, which means he's going to go first instead.
He goes
and he's
first,
going to try and slash at you.
So do I just roll for defense? No, what defense?
Oh, he misses. He gets a 7. So your defense is 9, which means he misses. He tries once again to crush you, but this time you hold your hands up, and your days working as a dwarven furniture smith does you well, as you're able to repel his hand. You're able to stop his hand before it does any damage to you.
Heck yeah.
You put his hand down and you now run around him. You're not behind him. Well, you're attempting to run behind him. Roll agility.
Agility is 10.
-1 is 9.
No, it's already minus.
That's just about enough. You're able to dive around him, and you're now standing behind him. You're gonna use ruin.
I'm gonna use run in his butt.
Okay, so firstly, you took 2 damage from Rend as well. Remember that, because you used Rend and some of it damaged you. So,
okay, so I now got 11 health.
Now, Ruin, you sort of stretch your hand forward. And now roll... if a creature... Oh, just instantly take... Okay, roll a d6.
Oh, a d6. Oh, yeah, he's a troll, so I get more something,
Wait, he
don't
does?
I?
Wait, he does? Okay, just this time. Just this time.
Hey, trolls. Bonus when I attack them.
Just this time. Remember last time you rolled Rend? Right? And you got how much? You got 4, right?
Yeah.
Roll a d6. That's a boon. A boon is you roll a d6 and you add it.
Just 1d6?
Yep.
Okay. I got 3.
3 plus 4 is 7. That hits. Rend hits. Okay,
oh
you stretch your hand out again. And this time, once again, you're going to try to cast Rend. This is the first time. We're just saying. But in future, you won't get a second try. If you don't remind me, it doesn't happen. But okay.
Yeah, sorry.
So you stretch your hand out, and once again, you're going to attempt Rend. Roll 3d6.
3d6s, okay. Do I have to just do the total? Give you the total?
Yeah. Plus 1.
12.
12 plus 1. Oh my gosh.
13.
The creature, and roll an extra d4 damage.
Okay. And d4 is 4. Oh.
Oh, what's that altogether? 16?
Yeah.
You stretch your hand forward.
No, 17.
17. You stretch your hand forward with your hammer in hand, and suddenly everyone's eyes widen as this sort of ball of, it's almost like this see-through ball of energy begins to pulse in front of your hammer, and it grows, and until it's this huge ball of energy that flies forward and hits the troll right in the butt. Its eyes widen, and suddenly it hits, and then suddenly the troll is just flung forward at an incredible speed. What's it called? And it just slams against the wall, creating a huge crater. The creature stands up, it's dazed. It tries to spin around and look at you. You see blood pouring from it, as well as from its behind. It's growling. It seems to be in a lot of pain. The creature is now in a state called bloodied, a bloodied state, which means it is below half HP. We're now going to roll your Ruin ability that you now. So roll d6.
Yeah.
Ruin is an automatic hit. So it automatically hits the troll. But it's 1d6 damage.
4.
Okay, so you got 4. And remember, you take 1 damage as well from this. You look and you see this energy that you sent out has also damaged and peeled back some of the skin in your arm. And upon using Ruin, a little bit more flakes off as well. So you take an extra 1 damage, so you're now on 10 HP. And another ball of energy flies towards the creature, smacking it in the face as it howls and goes as its head is smacked to the side by this big force of energy. The creature falls onto one knee, but it's still up. And it's now back to you. Would you like to take a fast turn or a slow turn?
Take a fast turn.
Perfect. The creature is bloodied, so remember that. And it's now your turn again.
Do I always have to use a spell, or can I just
doing 2 other things?
Pick something up?
Yeah, you can pick something up and try to throw it at it.
Okay.
An improvised weapon will do 1 weapon. Well, we'll do 1 damage.
Oh, okay, only 1 damage.
But if you can find an actual weapon, you can do more.
Can I just look around?
Roll perception.
Is that 20?
Yeah. Plus 1.
7.
7. Unfortunately, you're not able to find anything. All you have is your little tiny hammer.
Okay. I'm just gonna go right up to him in his face and just use Ruin again.
Okay. Are you using Ruin for the instant damage, or are you sacrificing half of your health to turn it into a Rend?
Good. He's below half, right?
Yes.
So I'll sacrifice.
Okay, so you've got...
So I got 5 now.
Yeah. So you're down to 5 HP, and you suddenly look at it, and you look at the people behind you, and you are suddenly you feel the hammer in your hand begin to draw power from you, and you let it, and you suddenly see the back of the hammer shoot into your hand, and you see blood begin to pour from your hand into the hammer, and suddenly the tiny little orb that you were about to use suddenly grows back into the giant orb.
Whoa.
And you're going to attempt to use it right in its face. Roll to hit.
Right in his face.
Roll to hit. Remember, you have a d6 extra as well. So a d20 and a d6.
A d20 and a d6 and add them together?
Yep.
Okay. 14.
14 hits! Roll your 3d6 plus 1.
3d6s. I got 11 altogether.
Plus 1 is... Oh, altogether.
With the plus 1.
Okay. Kawa, that was the finishing blow. Describe your kill.
Yeah.
Describe how you kill it.
So I create a big orb with my little tiny hammer.
And also the blood at this point is dripping from your hand and covering your little tiny hammer as well, because it's taking your health.
Okay. And I just I hit the hammer into his head. With the orb attached to it too, and I hit it right into his head, and there's just basically like his head basically explodes. There's just blood goes everywhere with all of the light of the orb.
Yo Neffy, what's up? Welcome. I recognize you from Mainstream. How you doing?
Hi.
We're just playing some D&D. But yeah, Kawa, as soon as you do, everyone is stunned and shocked. Even the guy that bullied you earlier, who's been helped up, he's looking at you stunned. And eventually you hear running towards you, like chugging in some metal armor. And you turn around, worried you'll see another troll. And everyone inside the bunker is stunned, and the guy... One of the guards goes, "We saw one of the larger trolls heading this way. Are you okay? Where is it?" He looks at you.
I look at him with on your face, and then point with my bloody hammer at the troll with no head.
He looks stunned, and he said, "Is this?" He looks at the group, and suddenly you hear your cousin from the back, the one you were staying with, shout, "3 cheers for Kawa!" And then on the count of 3, hip hip, and they all go, "Hooray! Hip hip, hooray!" And then they all run towards you and throw you up into the air. And it's the first time you've seen dwarves banding together like this. And they're kind of throwing you up into the air. And from that day forth, you're known as you're known as the Tiny Terror, a hero amongst your people, the only dwarf to single-handedly take down a greater troll. That troll as well was the chief of the... Granted, it was already very injured, but he was still strong enough to easily take out a small squad of soldiers. And you were able to take it down single-handedly.
I just keep doing that on your face.
You came into something interesting? Yo, what's up? Tiny Terror Kawa. Exactly, Fate, exactly.
Who's this?
Who's who? Oh, this is Kawa.
Terror.
This is Kawa.
Nice to meet you.
And at this point, the tiny, and at this point, the king visits you, and he tells you of a great wizards guild that has ties with this dwarven community. And he calls you over and he says, "Kawa, this is several months later. And you kind of make a name for yourself, your family. You still work hard in your job, but people very much respect you now. And the king knocks on your, approaches you while you're at work and says, "Kawa, I have good news."
good news?
He nods and
Do
he
you
says,
have a large furniture order for me?
No, nothing like that. I was talking with your father. And one of his close friends has recently taken over as the guild leader of a mage's guild. And upon taking it over, I know that there's a lot of troll attacks and you've been helping us fend them off. But I believe that if we truly wish to live in peace, we are going to need a champion to rise up amongst us. And don't get me wrong, you're probably the strongest dwarf here. But talking it over, we came to the conclusion that you should be that champion. And you should train under the great wizards of the Wizard Guild Onyx Hydra. And come back as the champion of our people. And lead an army against the trolls once and for all.
Oh. But
what?
Are you sure?
We can handle ourselves for now.
But what if people need chairs and stuff?
He laughs and he says, I'm sure they'll manage. It's better to have a lack of chairs than to have our entire treasure be stolen by trolls, or even worse. He says, and he pulls out his... He looks at you and he pulls out a small... one of the beard rings from his beard. It seems to be a rather ornate one, with like a Celtic design on it. It's kind of silver, and you can take this down as well. And he gently places it in your hair, in one of your pigtails, and he says, "This is the ring of the champion. It was given to me when I was younger, and I saved an army of men from treasure hoarders. And I now give them to you. I now give this to you. We'll be fine here. Go get stronger and come back. Claim your rightful place as the champion of Carrig. And lead us to victory."
I mean, I will do my best for
Hi,
you.
Hickey.
I will do the best for our clan. I don't want to let you down.
I knew you were destined for great things, he says with a smile. And with that...
Oh, okay. No, it's okay.
He nods and he says, "Now, I must be off. I have paperwork to do. We'll send you off properly."
But is it far?
It is a few weeks. It is a few weeks travel from here.
Okay. I will do my best to make you proud.
He nods. And the last thing you see from there, after packing stuff up, saying goodbye with your family, as you walk out, you sort of make your way to the streets, and it seems oddly quiet. But you don't notice a lot's going through your head. Thinking about where to go. You've never been outside the walls since you were a child. You do understand you were around humans enough to, when you lived with your parents in the capital, that you're not too intimidated by that, but it's just been so long. And upon stepping towards the large, gigantic stone doors of the mountain keep, you turn around and look back at your home. You see the lights, and it seems oddly lonely. You're leaving off on this adventure all on your own, for the sake of all these people, most of which you've never met. And suddenly you turn back, And you feel your heart sort of tighten as outside the door, outside those two large doors, is the bright sunlight, lush green trees, as well as the entire population of the city cheering you on, greeting you, and wishing you off on the adventure, throwing confetti in the air. And as per goblin custom, as for dwarven custom, throwing little copper pennies on you, and you, and they're all cheering your name. Not Kawa, they're cheering Tiny Terror.
As I walk through, proudly and excitedly smiling, I give the people a salute, and then I hold my backpack on my shoulders and
I thought you were about to say your
way
hammer. I thought you were about to
next
say you walk off with your hammer on your shoulder.
I got my hammer in my belt.
And you walk into the sunset. And that there, Kawa?
Because
That is your starting story.
I love that starting story. I'm a champion. Look at me.
Was that good? Did you enjoy that, Kawa?
I loved it.
That was your first tabletop RPG experience. How was it?
It was incredible. I mean, like, I've done a role plays before, so it's pretty similar, but it's been like more technical, and I really enjoyed it though.
Didn't you?
It was super fun.
Did
Better
you?
than I thought.
Oh, I'm glad. Did you like the roles? How the unpredictability of them?
Yeah, I like the rolls actually. I like just having the dice.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Did I do okay since I haven't done this before?
No, you've done wonderful. You're a role player. You know how to do it. You're fine.
Really?
You're better. Yeah, you're better than most. You're better than most people because like you're because you're used to it.
Really? I was worried I was gonna cause you trouble.
No, you're gonna be fine. Like no one else that's done this has roleplay before.
Oh.
So you'll be fine.
Well, thank you. Oh, thank you, Neffy.
But yeah.
Neffy's so sweet.
Oh. But yeah, chat. We're going to end the stream here. I have another stream in an hour's time.
Yes.
But can we get a Pachi for Kawa?
Yeah, I'm so sorry that it took so long, but I had so much fun, and they really appreciate it.
I'm glad. I'm very, 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 very glad. Let's go. And Kawa's going to be part of our Onyx Hydra mission next week. Next Friday, I believe. Was Friday or Thursday?
I thought it was this week.
This week? We could do it this week. Do I have anything on?
I thought it was this Thursday, that's what you told me. Maybe I got confused.
No, I said it's usually on Thursdays, but at that point my schedule was already written. But I could do it.
Well, yeah,
it usually is on Thursdays. I could do it I'm playing Hogwarts Legacy. I mean, I could do it before Hogwarts Legacy if you want. At 6.
Don't worry. We'll talk about it off stream.
Yeah. Okay. In that case...
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, Marble is Friday. Thursday is Onyx. But yeah, thank you, Kawa. I'll see you soon, okay? Thanks for this. You did very well.
Thank you. Thank you so much for teaching me and putting up with me.
You're great.
See you, everyone.
Bye-bye, Kawa.
Bye-bye.
And chat, that was Kawa. Pachi. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the story. I had a lot of fun. And I love D&D. You guys know I love D&D. You guys know I love tabletop RPGs. I'm a tabletop RPG nerd. It's what I do best. But for now, we're going to get ready for our collab with May. So stay tuned. I'm going to send you guys over to her because we're going to be back here for the collab, for the Fate Stay Night collab. But a huge Pachi to Kawa. Thank you so much for coming, Kawa. You're super hella awesome. And I appreciate you a bunch. Thank you. I have to catch up on the fight bits, but it was good. Nah, it was. I appreciate you being here. But a huge heart in the chat to Kawa, and hopefully we'll see Kawa this Thursday if we end up doing it. So I will see you guys soon. My name is Fray. I'm your Mahou Sensei. Hope every single one of you has an absolutely magical day. Go say hi to May. Fray still stays straight in her chat. I'll see Fray.